What the? Wow, that's amazing. Alright you guys, before we get started, I'm Kristi. If you're new here, I'd love for you to hit that subscribe button and click that post notification bell. Join us, we're here every Friday and Sunday, and we love for you to become part of our family. If you like videos like this, please give it a huge thumbs up when you guys hit the like button, and when you comment below, it really does help my videos out. You can follow me at Kristi Allure on Instagram, on TikTok Kristi Allure, and you can check out my merch, Glamorous Live collections. Alright, let's jump right into this, you guys. I have a lot of new makeup to cover. We have Mercier, Urban Decay, oh my goodness, Pat Mcgrath. We just have a lot to play with, and I'm just so excited to sit down and get ready together. So I'm going to start off with my skincare. I did first apply all of my Drmtlgy skincare, but I went in with the water cream because I'm really utilizing that a lot more with my skin being so incredibly dry, and I love using this all over my body as well. This is not like brand new, but it's more like it's newer to their line, and it's something I've been really utilizing because my skin has been really dry lately. I love putting this on all over my body at night. It's just amazing. It's fragrance free. I just love this stuff. I went into more detail during my monthly favorites video. I don't have a brand new foundation because I have actually been testing out a lot of new foundations, so you can check out my recent foundations. I'll just put a playlist of my 2022 foundations. I have the Lancome in there. I have the new Hourglass one I just did. So today I have my Il Makiage after party, so that will be in that card as well. And what I'm using a different shade today, so I'm using shade 40. I'm trying out a couple different shades. They sent me a couple more because I'm getting a little bit darker. And I also did prep my skin with Armani Luminous Silk Hydrating Primer. You guys, this is amazing. I've had it, I cleaned out my entire beauty room. As you can tell, I have a whole new backdrop. I was waiting for you guys to say something on the last couple videos, and I know Regina did notice, but yes, I have a whole new backdrop, and I put stuff behind me. I have some little table books. I'm still kind of working and perfecting my background area, but yeah, I think was it Sandra? I can't remember who said something a while back, was like, can you put a plant behind you or something? Well, now I have stuff and I have a brand new camera, so we are now in 4K like I just mentioned. But when I was rearranging my beauty room, I found a bunch of products I haven't been using, which is really nice. So Luminous Silk Armani is amazing. I'll put the price point right there, but this stuff is like, this is hydration at its best. And I did just post in the community post today, actually. I'm filming on Sunday. In my video just released, but I always check my community post, you guys, because I alert you. They were having a 30% off sale. You don't get Luminous Silk products for 30% off. You'll never see that at Sephora. So make sure you have your community post on, or your notification bell on, so you can be alerted of all my new videos, and plus my sale alerts. That's amazing. I think I posted like 4 different sale alerts today. But anyway, going back to this Luminous Silk Armani, I just picked up another melting color balm. I do have that on right now. I have shade 21. I'm hoping they get this. This is more like a warm brown, but it's a perfect contour color. It's my ultimate perfect contour shade, where it's not too cool, where it's not cool at all, I should say. It's more neutral undertone, but I think it leaves a very nice, beautiful, soft contour, which, by the way, you guys, I just talked about this in the Hourglass foundation video. I found a purpose for this brush. So I didn't really particularly care for it with the Soft Glow foundation. It launched with it, but I'm like, I've used my points. I don't want to take it back. Plus it's a brush and I don't want to take it back. And this for cream contour is like the ultimate. Here, I'll just show you guys. I'll add in a little bit more because this product you can actually use over powder already, and I already powdered my face. But yeah, I mean, can we just talk about how that just places your contour, your cream contour, and you can probably even do powder with this. This is amazing for that. This is like my favorite. Well, this and my new Anissa brush. This is really good too. You guys know how much I love this one. This one gives you more of a precise, sharper one, but this one I would probably use for every day because it gives a nice soft contour. It's not too sharp, but yet it's contouring the skin. Perfect for that. So pick that up if you guys ever get your chance for a sale or anything like that. But I have some new products here I just want to test out on camera. So I have the new bronzers that MAC just launched. I have 2 different shades. I have the new Laura Mercier Ultra Blur Translucent Powder. We're going to try that out. We're going to see, because you guys already know that Visiar is my holy grail. I have the new Pat McGrath little mini, I think this is called Midnight Voyeur. I don't know. It's her new little mini one. I picked this up a while ago. We're gonna kind of mix it with a palette I created from Anastasia because you guys always know I talk about how much I love the Anastasia individual shadows. Honestly, I wish every company would just let you design your own palettes because you never find the perfect one. You always find a couple shades where you're like, ugh, never gonna use those shades, and I paid that much money for a palette and like 5 of those shades I'm not gonna use. That's what I love about these Anastasia ones is I can just create and I have a ton of these individuals all over my Z palettes, but this one I actually put, you can buy these separately. I put it in there. So I'll put the shades in the description box as always, but we're just gonna kind of mix a couple of those because I don't have any new palettes. I just did the new Natasha Denona mini bronze that actually released today when I'm filming this. So you guys will see that. And I did prep my skin as well with these Caliray Just Add Rays Glow Boosting Drops. And this is a new company at Sephora. So basically the lady who used to be like, I think the head person for Urban Decay, I want to say it's Urban Decay, but I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure, I'm about 90% sure. She started her own brand called Caliray, and it's a clean line, cruelty-free. This is for face and body, but it's very subtle. That's what it kind of looks like, but it blends right into the skin. And the good part is I've been kind of playing with this off camera, is that it's kind of transfer resistant. It didn't really get on anything. Let's try this white towel that's clean, and I'm just gonna wipe that. Okay, a little bit gets on there, so be mindful. If you're wearing white, be mindful of that. But I did put a little bit on there. There's no capric, acrylic, triglyceride, coconut oil, or anything in this, but it is extremely moisturizing. So it's a little bit of a tack to it, which is nice, but it's really pretty. I actually really like that product. They actually reached out to me and sent me that a while back, and I completely forgot to use it, to be honest. So I was really dying to try that, and I see it always pop up on the new stuff on Sephora, and I'm like, you know what, I need to put that in a video. So that's what I have on underneath my makeup. And then I did use this newer product to me. I don't know how new this is, but this isn't even available at Sephora. I'll check to see if Ulta has it, but you can buy this on the Tarte website. I do recommend sometimes going to the Tarte website if you're a big fan of Tarte cosmetics because you get really good deals. I got this for 30% off. So I just used it with my fingers at first, and I was just kind of, I feel like that's the best way to use these type of products, like my Tatcha one, it reminds me of that, or the old Tarte Clean Slate. And then I did try it with a brush as well, and I love this new Real Techniques brush that I picked up at Ulta. It has like a very like cooling tip applicator, and it actually works really good with my Danessa Myricks Beauty Blur Balm. I actually love applying that with that brush now because it has the end that I can get in there, and then it has that really like nice smoothing side to apply that product. And I think it's like $12 or something like that. So I'll put the price point right there as I always do. But yeah, that's an amazing brush to apply a lot of primers and skincare products. That's actually what it's designed for. But this type of product, I just feel like it just goes on much better. This is a little bit more slip than the original version. So I don't really know what the true differences between the two are, but I did pick that up because I wanted to try it out. So this new Laura Mercier setting powder has, even though it's translucent, it does have like a yellow tone to it. So I'll show you guys up close shots, and I think it's a little bit more finely milled than the last one. I don't think it's as finely milled as my Hourglass one or the Viseart one, and I can feel it. It just feels more ruddy. We'll just do a little bit and then we'll try the MAC bronzers. So and then we'll do a little bit more when I'm gonna use my puff when I do my eyeshadow look. So I'm gonna dust a little bit off because you don't want it to be too much. Whenever you do setting powders, my recommendation is to always dust it off on the back of your hand. So I'm just using my Makeup Forever 1mm puff. Laura Mercier has a good puff, but ever since I started using, ooh, that is dusty. See, look at that. Ooh. Be mindful of that. You just need a very, very little bit. I'm just gonna set the rest of my face. The foundation set's pretty good. You don't really need a whole lot, but that's what it looks like. Let me just grab my Holy Grail brush. This is just my Chikuhodo Z1. This one just never disrupts my makeup, so that's the only one I really like to use on the rest of my face. So that's what it looks like. I'm gonna pull you guys in really close. It's pretty, but just the texture of it, it's not as smoothing like this Viseart one. I wish they'd make this in a nude color. That'd be my only complaint with the Viseart. But gosh, that just melts into the skin. This is 10 times better, you guys, especially for us mature skin ladies. I don't think it's ultra blurring. And that's just this new Laura Mercier one. I think if you're gonna make a claim that says ultra blurring, like I better be like blown out of the water. I need Chantecaille vibes. I need Viseart vibes, and I just Hourglass vibes, and I just don't get that. I don't get that with this. So it makes me even nervous to bake with it, but we're gonna try it. So that's where we're at with that. It's all right. Do I think it's worth the $45? Let's take a look at the details really quick. So this comes in 3 shades. I got the translucent. There's also honey for medium skin tones with olive warm golden undertones, and then medium deep for the deepest skin tones. And how much do you get in there? So $44, it's 0.7 ounces, 20 grams of product. So we're looking at about $2.20 per gram. This is a talc-free loose setting powder that is infused with hyaluronic acid for comfortable and up to 16-hour wear with ultra blurring power. Again, don't really see that. Obviously, we know what hyaluronic acid does, and then it has amino acid and silica powders to create a soft focus effect on the lines, pores, and imperfections. All right, let's take a look at the brand new MAC details. So I did pick up 2 shades. This is available in 4 shades. So right there, I have the matte bronze, and then I'm thinking the other 3 are more of like a, not shimmer, but more radiant finish, I would say, because I did pick up the other color as well, and that is refined golden. So the only thing is, you guys, I just didn't see these show up in swatches, so I'm really interested to see how they're gonna look on the skin. MAC just launched this. One of the best bronzing powders of all time was from MAC was MAC Give Me Sun, which was more of a mineral-based powder. These are just bronzer powders. So they literally just released these at Ulta, and I picked them up right away. You get 0.35 ounces, and you get about 10 grams of product, and we're looking at $31. It's about $3.10 per gram. This MAC bronzing powder is formulated to provide a smooth, even application on all skin types. It contains light reflecting bronzing pigments, provides a natural sun-kissed look for a wide variety of skin tones. It's dermatology tested, ophthalmologist tested, and non-acnegenic. So zinc is the first ingredient in there, and then you can see the rest. I'm dying to see what these are like. I like the packaging, you know, it's very standard MAC, but I like that they kind of changed to that gold, maybe because of the bronzed. So this is refined golden. And then let's take a look at the shade up close in my studio. I showed you guys the up close pictures that I took on my iPhone, but let me just show you guys. So you're just not really seeing a whole lot of color, but that is a really beautiful color. So like I said, that swatch just doesn't really show up that much, you guys. It's crazy. And then this one is the matte bronze, and you can see it's the same cover. Let's get it the right way. So again, the same cover, and then this is kind of the sizing standard MAC. A little bit thinner because it doesn't have the area where sometimes like the powders have the sponge on the bottom, but I appreciate not having that because we just really don't use it. So this is the matte bronze color, and let me pull that down. And then this is, so as you can tell, I already swatched that. So that's what that one looks like. Let's put that, oops, let's grab another one. So yeah, you just don't really see the swatches. So I don't know, it's interesting. So let's start off with the matte bronze and then we'll get into the other one. So I picked up this MAC, this is the 140 SES. This is the Stranger Things. I picked this up because it was a really good sale, and I did the video on the new MAC Stranger Things is that Netflix TV show. They did a collaboration with it, so you can see right here, they put the Netflix Stranger Things, and oh, there it is, it's focusing. I have to make sure to cover my face, otherwise it won't focus on the product. So I'm still learning this camera, but I hope you guys appreciate it. I'm glad Regina really liked it. So here is matte, no fragrance, matte bronze. I'm smelling the Caliray drops. I'm like, why do I smell coconut? That's what I'm smelling. So this is a nice little contouring brush. And then let's see what that one looks like. Okay. It's showing up a little bit more than I thought. It's not bad, it's pretty, it's smooth. I have to say that. Yeah, actually it's showing up really nicely. So that surprised me because I literally wasn't sure if I was gonna like this product, to be quite honest with you guys. I'm oddly very impressed. I'm just gonna pull that around my line here. Okay, Mac, you shocked me a little bit. Let's bring that on my jawline. I like this brush. It's nice. For contouring, it's nice. Huh, okay. Yeah, this is more of a bronzing color. It's not really a contouring color, but we're gonna use it as a contour today because I wanna see how the other one looks, but I want you guys to see the tone. That is very smoothing. Wow, I'm kind of impressed. All right, let's switch brushes. I just washed this BK Beauty Angie brush, and this is the A507. This has a nice soft head, and I think this is a good synthetic brush. We don't want to use natural hair brushes with kind of products like this because it just won't pick up that much pigment. But I literally just washed this brush and dried it, so you guys will be able to, so we don't mix it. Sometimes if I'm using one that I've already mixed, you can't really tell the true tone of a product. I'm gonna press this in first and then we'll see. I'm dried down, so you don't have, okay, MAC, what? Okay, that's refined golden. What? It didn't look like it was really gonna give me much. You guys, I am really impressed. What the? No way. Okay, MAC Cosmetics, doing your thing, shocking me. All right, let's press in. So when you press in, you're getting more pigment. Just so you guys know that. When you swipe like that, you're blending it out, so it's gonna be a little bit more diffused. MAC is doing it. Let me tell you, MAC, go MAC, go MAC. I really am surprised. I really don't know. I mean, I guess if I had to choose right now, I'm gonna go with the refined golden. If I had to like make a choice right now, you're like, Kristi, hands behind your back, I'd go with refined golden. It's just beautiful. It really is so, so pretty. Okay, so let's start off with this Pat McGrath, and this is again $29, and you can pick this up on her site or even Sephora, whatever you guys prefer. This is the mini eyeshadow palette called Midnight Voyage. This is a limited edition mini palette that stars 5 of Pat McGrath Labs' most loved eyeshadows, complemented by debut metallic bronze Venus. So that's what the swatches look like, and then I'll just kind of show you here on camera. So that's the first 3 shades, and I think that bronze one is the debut, and then these must come from other shades in her palette. I don't know, I don't own every single one, but I do have most of the mothership ones. I just don't play with them that often. Obsessed, and you can really see it in this new Sony camera. Wow, that's beautiful. So there's no transition shade in there, so we're gonna go into this ABH palette. Beautiful color, a beautiful transition shade. It's just a nice brown. So we're gonna start off with Birkin because it's the perfect shade. And I thought, you know, let's play with some shades even though they're not brand new. They're not something I've been using on my channel as of late. I need to find my brushes. I organized things, you guys, and I just can't find anything. All right, so I'm gonna use it onto this Bedazzler Tools, and this is a 776 blending brush. I've been talking about this a lot, mentioned it on my favorites. This brush is insanely good for blending out shades and just picking up so much pigment out of those colors. Oh my gosh, that color is so pretty, you guys. It's powdery, I'm not gonna lie, but it's good. Oh my gosh. One thing that I have been doing off camera, and I mentioned it in that new Natasha Denona mini bronze, if you haven't checked out that video, is dipping it off on the back of my hand, and I get way less fallout issues because ABH is known for that. They're very good shadows, but they have a lot of kick up on them, but just do that. If you find any shades that you really love, but you're like, why is it so powdery? Why is it getting everywhere? That is such a good way of doing it. And I just kind of did it on my own one time. I didn't learn it from anybody. I'm sure other people do it, but it wasn't anything I like picked up from somebody, but it was something I've been doing on my own, and I love it. This is like such a perfect transition shade brush, you guys, the perfect one. And then I like lately just going in with any type of clean brush. Let's do my Chikuhodo one and crease brush. Now I think these are the best for really diffusing out the shade. Now let's go into the Pat McGrath, and we're gonna go into that darker middle brown shade. We're gonna take it on to this BK Beauty 504. So this one I'm going to do more pressing motions. Let me move my mirror. Just make sure I don't get out of frame. I'm just gonna push that in there. And I have been liking to start here more. I went a little too far out that time, but that's okay because I didn't have a lot on this brush. But I have been liking, I mentioned this, liking to start like right there and then pressing that in and just doing like that windshield wiper motion. Now, if you want, again, as I always mention, if you want that more winged out look, then start here, keep the pigment here, and then leave that there. But I like it more rounded, so I like to push that in more. All right, so on this one, I'll start here, and then push that, and then bring out the remainder. I find the shaping I like works out. This shade is absolutely, this palette is stunning. I think purples are so beautiful on any eye color, but really brown eyes, greens and purples are the best colors for brown eyes, you guys, the best. Not a lot of fallout, not a lot of crumble on that one. That is actually, because I'm going directly to my skin, and I'm not really, I forgot to put that Laura Mercier down. Shit. It's okay, we can still do that. So going back into Birkin and that same Bedazzler Tools brush, we're gonna dust that off. So pretty, you guys. Wow, that's phenomenal. All right, let's go in with this beautiful, beautiful bronzed color. So this one was, sorry, let's get in focus there. This one is her brand new shade, and it is beautiful. I mean, just one swipe, you guys. One swipe. Can we get any more beautiful than that? I'm like, don't waste that, girl. That's money right there. Do you guys ever feel like that? Like every time I go in to swatch my products, I'm like, no! Especially if it's like a Pat McGrath palette. I'm like, no! It's like that slow motion effect when you're like, no! That Bounty commercial, or like they start to pour something and they're like, no! And then they swipe it with the brown tea. I love that commercial. It's so funny. All right, so that's what I feel like every time I waste product. I'm not rolling in dough over here. All right, so that is just unbelievable. Again, I forgot to flip and put down that Laura Mercier powder. That's how much I don't want to put it on, because I'm not like looking forward to what it's going to probably end up doing, but we're gonna do it because we're gonna test out products on my channel. That's what we do. I'm gonna take a little bit off on the back of my hand there, and I'm just putting that down so that if we get any metallics fallout, we're gonna pick it up with that. So let's try that out. Let's put a little bit right here. Just, gosh, help me that this doesn't do what it used to do, that shade. I mean, that Laura Mercier powder. So I'm just gonna use this with my fingers first. Natasha Denona, they're always better with your fingers. All right, now I'll go in with my pigment brush. It's pretty. I don't know if it's amazing. I used the purple shades last time. I didn't use this one. So I didn't know what this one was like. I think it's pretty, but I don't think that shade is as amazing as other Pat McGrath shades are that I love. Okay, now let's go back in with and build up that middle brown shade. Same brush. Actually, I'm gonna take it onto this Angie 502 brush. It's a little bit bigger of a head. Yeah, that is really beautiful. All right, now we're gonna go into my Chantecaille Medium Deep, as always, Sigma E40. Same method I always do. All right, I wanna build with a little bit darker of a brown. Let's go in, I don't know which one this is. I think this is Bronze Seduction, or whatever it was called. I can't remember. I'll put it there. But we're gonna take that middle color right there, and we're gonna kind of build up the darkness onto that first BK Beauty brush I was using, 504, that really small one. We're gonna take that guy. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Wow, that is a gorgeous color. Oh. All right, going back into Chantecaille Medium Deep, and we're just going to I've had this Natasha Denona Mini Glam, I just talked about this, or Mini Nude, for like the same amount of time I've had the Pat McGrath one. Such a beautiful color. Okay, that was a good addition. So this is Natasha Denona Mini Nude, and this is called Bronzage. Yeah, that's much better, much better. All right, going back to the Pat McGrath, because that's what we started off, we're gonna use that shade right here, and we're gonna use that as the inner corner. Yeah, that's a beautiful shade. Actually, would I've even preferred using that on the lid. Just kind of where, just right there. I don't go all the way across. Going back in, just making sure we blend. See, now that color is really pretty. Actually, let's put that down the center and see what that looks like, just out of curiosity. All right, let's go back in and just kind of make sure we have some pigment in there. Okay, now let's put on some lashes. Actually, we're gonna do this on camera. I never do it on camera, but these are my Amy June Eve 3 Silk. I have two of them right here. Well, probably these are both. I cleaned them already. So these are already cut to fit my eyes. I usually only have to do like the very edge, but this is what the Eve 3D Silk looks like. They're just perfect to me. And I was not sent these. I buy all my own Amy June products. I've never been, she sends me sometimes like just different ones to try, but the Eve 3D Silk is just my favorite. I've discovered this company, if you're new to my channel, at my local Orange County here in Newport Beach. We have a place called Planet Beauty. I don't know if everyone has those. I didn't see them in Sacramento. Maybe they had them, but I never saw them. But here in Orange County, we have them all over. And I went in to get my Lily lashes, and because I used to use my Miami faux ones all the time. And then I was like, I saw this particular one, and I was like, oh my God, that is like my ideal eyelash. Let's put that on. Some people curl and use mascara. Sometimes I do that. I just typically do it this way. While it's still wet, do not move it around too much or you're not going to like yourself later. Let it get tacky there and then kind of adjust around. It'll make your life so much easier. That one was the perfect amount of tack. Did you notice how easy that one went on? This is why I like to do the lash curler afterwards, because then it really makes the lashes blend in. See, that's even better. Then what I like to do is take this Natasha Denona Blackest Black. I either do this or my Hourglass one. You can take any black shadow though. I mean, it doesn't have to be this one, but that just blends in so there's no gap there. Another thing I really like to do is take my Lily, this is like a liner glue, and it's a beautiful liner, by the way, really nice. I don't like keeping things on the back of my hand, and sometimes the biggest thing is the corners, but I don't like to cut those off personally. I just like the shaping to be there still. But if you feel like that one's a little loose, and that will tuck in that corner so that it stays. So unfortunately, I got black liner right there. So we're gonna have to do a lower lash because now we gotta cover that up. I bought the Makeup Revolution Dark Pink, and this is $10. This is like, what, 40 something dollars. I was like, I mean, can the Charlotte Tilbury one be is it gonna be any more amazing for the price point? Yeah, it's way worth it. There's a reason why these are sold out all the time. This is Pinkgasm, and that's the difference in shades for those. So Pinkgasm has a little bit more coralness going on. Dark pink is more from Makeup Revolution. Just a little bit more of that bubblegum pink, I should say. I like this color tone better, and this formula is flippin' incredible. And what I like to do is I like to actually squeeze it on. I don't like to go directly to my face, you guys know that. I like to go onto this Hollywood Flawless Filter brush. I like to dip off a little bit and then go onto my cheek. This is such a beaut. I'm so flippin' hot, you guys. I am sweating like crazy right now. So I do think, in my personal opinion, this is a good dupe, but I still think the Charlotte Tilbury one, just hands down, is just the most amazing thing. I wanted to show you guys that on camera, but that really doesn't go with what I'm looking for today. So we're gonna use my Armani, and this is the Color Melting Balm in 51. Yeah, 51 pink. This is like a coral pinky color. It's so beautiful, you guys. I mean, just like literally the most beautiful color ever made. It's the most beautiful product you can ever use for cream blushes. I absolutely in love with this. Actually, we're gonna use I love this for using my cheek products. It's so good, so good. We're just gonna stamp that on. I mean, can we just talk about that pigmentation though? So pretty though. I love that my blush doesn't go all over the place. Now we're gonna use this Halsey highlighter. It is so pretty, you guys. So this is from About Face, Halsey's brand. And I talked about it a little bit before, but I haven't used it on camera yet. It's really beautiful on the skin. It leaves like the most beautiful gleam. So we're gonna try this over powder. I've never tried it over powder, and hope that we don't have anything go wrong, because that won't be good. All right, so let's get the lips on, and then we'll do a rundown of what I liked and didn't like. So this is the new Urban Decay Lip Bond, and this one is called Textum. So I think these went viral. Beautiful packaging though. I really love the packaging. This is the color. To me, this was the most like what I would use, like the color tone. It's a little bit darker even than I really typically like. It goes on wet, but it dries down to a matte, and it's supposed to stay all day. It stayed long, but it didn't stay all day. So I'm gonna put on my Anastasia Hazel next. See how it goes on like wet? See, it's drying down. The color is pretty, I have to say that. I just don't think it's worth $25 or whatever the amount is. I'll put it right there. All right, we'll start off with the positives. So the positive is I'm blown away by this MAC bronzer. I really thought I wasn't gonna like it, you guys. So I think Refined Golden would be my favorite one out of the bunch. I'm really shocked how much I like this. So Laura Mercier, we already know where I'm going with that. This is a big fat flop for me. That's why it was included in my fails, which you guys already saw. And I forgot I already included it. I knew that was gonna be because I already have my notes, but I forgot to mention that earlier. I would much prefer my Hourglass, especially for the color tone, or my Viseart one. As far as the Pat McGrath new mini, I think if you're a purple lover, this is an amazing little mini to have to travel with for $29 for Pat McGrath quality. I think that bronze wasn't necessarily my favorite. If you're not a purple lover, this is gonna definitely be a pass. You probably wouldn't have bought it anyway. I would stick to more this mini nude. I think this mini nude palette, I kind of wish I would have went with that look, but then I was afraid it was gonna be too much like the bronze look I just did, although it kind of ended up that way anyway. And then this Natasha Denona Blackest Black is really awesome for creating smoky eyes. Be careful with the liner. It does transfer onto the bottom if it's not set down, if it's not wet. I think once it sticks, so that's good. And then as far as Pinkgasm, because this is in and out of stock and it's so viral, I can see why, and that's why I wanted to try it out in this video and why I included it in my favorites this month for July. I think these two together are just phenomenal. I wish you got a little bit more product in there. I think this is a big fat flop. This one, I just don't, I really hate the texture already. Like, I hate the way it's drying down. Yeah, so other than that, I think that's it as far as makeup. If I forgot anything, I'm sorry. Ask me in the comments. But I think other than that, I think we tried the Armani Luminous Silk. Highly recommend if you have dry skin or normal to dry skin, you're gonna love this primer. It's incredible. Thank you so much for watching. If you are new here and you haven't hit that subscribe button, please remember to hit that subscribe button and click that post notification bell. It really does help me when you guys hit that bell because it reminds you of when my video, or alerts you of my videos. And please give this video a huge thumbs up when you guys hit the like button and when you comment below. It's a free way to really support my channel and push my videos up through the algorithm. And make sure you click that share button as well so you can share it with all of your friends and family. Thank you. I love you guys so much. Follow me at Kristi Allure on Instagram, on TikTok, Kristi Allure, and again, my merch, glamourouslifecollections.com. I love you guys so much, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.